Test, test, 1, 2. All right. Now we have sound. Hey. This is the only thing about these lives, y'all. These lives be getting a girl sometimes. How y'all doing tonight? Ooh, Jesus. It's been a day, but it's a good day. I'm glad to be here. Okay, let's see who we got here in the house. In the house. Who's in the house? Hey, Leo son. How are you, darling? How are you, Frankie? Leo Santero. Y'all, please go check him out. Leo Santero, Cericia and Jeanette. Hello, hello, Mary. How you doing, sweetie? Sharon, how you doing, honey? Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hello, hello. Who else? We got Mystical in the house. Mystical in the house. And Mary's in the house. Hey, LV. LV's in the house. She believes she could, so she did. Hello, everyone. Well, how y'all doing? So we're gonna do something a little bit different tonight. Hey, Charlotte. Gemini clearly wants her time on the screen. We're gonna do something a little bit different tonight. Go on, baby. Stop showing everybody your booty. So we're gonna talk about the new moon. The new moon is coming up in just a couple of days. New moon in Virgo. So we're gonna discuss that new moon in Virgo, and we're gonna talk about that. And I'm not sure why people are texting me. We're going to talk about that. And then I'm going to pull general reads, quick reads for everyone's moon sign and moon sign only. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing it. First of all, I'm a Cancer, as you all know, or some of you know. Now the rest of you do. So I'm very, of course, in tune with the moon, right? I am a moon child. I'm from the moon. Hey, Sagittarius, I'm from the moon. So, I'm going to, I swear for it, if you don't move your tail away from my coffee, anybody want a cat? Anyway, um, second of all, the lunar cycles, right? They're moon cycles. And so I wanted to put some emphasis on what we should be doing from an emotional standpoint, what energy we should be setting in motion, and energies we should be tapping into. So hopefully all of you know your moon signs. Hey, Kina. Hopefully all of you know your moon signs. Hey, Cassandra. And right, my kitty is mooning all of y'all. So that's what we're gonna be focusing a lot more because I'm so in tune with the moon and we're all about energy and putting energy into motion, right? So we're gonna do moon signs only. Now, if it happens to resonate with your sun or with your rising, that's awesome. But just know, I hope everybody here knows their moon sign, and then we'll have a better idea of how our emotions are going to run during this time period. Also, as most of you know, we're going to talk just a little bit about this a couple of times this evening. Oh, not that. I don't know where it is right now. Yeah, I don't know where anything is. I barely got my granddaughter in the bed in time to start this thing, and I still wasn't on time, and you know how that go. Anybody, I'm going to tell y'all something. Those people that are raising children during the COVID right now, have little kids or teenagers at home during the COVID, let me tell y'all something. I have the utmost respect. Hats off to all y'all. As most of you already know, registration is open for the virtual retreat. You can go to heartofinspiration.net. Right there, it's going to click Be the Light, register for the Be the Light conference. I will tell you guys, we are we're 45% full already. We're 45% full. So we're 45% of people of my allotted amount has already put in their RSVP, and then you do need to drop that $50 fee just to hold your space, right? So we're at about 45% capacity already, and I just announced this 2 days ago. Not even. Today is Monday. No, today's Tuesday, right? What is today? Tuesday. So I dropped it 2 days ago. So just so y'all know. All right, let's get into the full moon. Let's get into the full moon. Honey, I just had to like, hey, Melissa, I'm glad you got it. Hello, everyone that's come in that I have. You know what? They going to stop playing with my emotions. Hold on, boo-boos. Hold on, everyone. There it is. Ooh, child. Okay. Let me zoom in on this. So we're going to talk about the astrology of the new moon first. As most of you probably already know, the new moon will be in Virgo on the 17th of September. So we're going to chat about the astrology first, okay? I want to bring up a couple of things here. Let me make that two. And so here we have the new moon. For those of you who do not know what a new moon is, the new moon is a new moon is that lunar cycle when the moon, as it's traveling around the Earth, is conjunct the sun. So there's no reflection of sunlight on the moon to create moonlight. Even though the moon is a luminary, as we all know, it is a mirror. It is a mirror. It reflects the light and the energy from the sun to Earth. Okay, so if that's why the moon rules your emotions. Your emotions are the energy that you're giving off as a result of the reflection of what's going on with your inner sun, right? How you're feeling in your depth of who you are reflects and comes out in the mirror image, yes, of your emotions, okay? If you've ever heard some people will say my emotions betrayed me and things of that nature, that's because your inner moon, your emotions reflects what's going on with your own internal sun, the seat of your power. So that is happening in Virgo, and it will be happening at 25 degrees Virgo. There's a few things that are pretty intense about this. By it being in Virgo, in September, that is, so this is an earth energy. Virgo can represent a woman that is of childbearing age, can be represented, stop, by the Empress, okay? Can be represented that way. The Queen of Pentacles as well, okay? So, oh, thank you, Kina. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the Queen of Pentacles, hey, Sassy, as well. So this is a real kind of Gaia type energy, okay? It's Gaia energy. By it being Gaia energy or Mother Earth energy, to me, Virgo, that's truly what it really represents. In some respects, some people say it could represent the Mother Mary in Christianity, as this kind of virgin birth. So this is a really, this new moon, new moons are always times to set your intentions. This is the perfect opportunity for us to set our intention for the next year, next cycle, season, right? So we're at this precipice, we're at this moment where there's probably been a lot of things that you've been working with and building upon and all of this great stuff, right? You've been, through this COVID time, hopefully you've taken the opportunity to really work on self, to do some really deep shadow work and then integration of that energy, right? And integration of those lessons. You've probably dove deeper into yourself. Perhaps you've worked with somebody like myself or someone else to get some Akashic or galactic record readings, or you've just really been really getting into meditation and studying more about spirituality and really trying to get to know yourself. Now, it's never too late, but over these last 8 months, and as those of us, most of us know, they say 9 months to make a baby. Well, it's really 10 because, 36 weeks. Okay, you go to 40 weeks, right? That's your due date. So that's 10 months. I don't know why they keep shorting us women a whole 4 weeks of carrying a child. But I don't short myself them 4 extra weeks. Okay, 10 months. 10 months. All right. Um, but right till it comes into completion, which actually makes more sense, and we'll talk about the numerology of it another time. At any rate, this Virgo season being the ninth month of the year, it feels like during this month, we're preparing for the birth of something. And if you look back on every year, for most of us, for a lot of us, the representation of Virgo is like we get first fruits. We get kind of first fruits at the end of August when Virgo season comes in. As September rolls through, we begin to get more harvest of crops, right? You'll see a lot of births as far as, like maybe cattle or other animals and wildlife. But Virgo is really, it's the beginning of this birthing season. You're beginning to feel the birth pains. You're beginning to feel this, when you're about to give birth, women that have had children, um, and men that have not, I'm going to inform you of something. Women go through this time period, like right before, maybe a week or two before they're about to give birth, they go through this nesting thing, right? Where they create, right? The nursery's got to get done. They got to make sure they got diapers. They got to make sure they got bottles, or they have whatever, if they're going to breastfeed, they have all of that. That what they need. The crib's got to get done. They got to have clothes. Like it's everything is kicked into high gear. You do this nesting thing. You're running around cleaning everything 50 million times. You're big pregnant, you're out to here, but all of a sudden you just have this desire to clean. And you have this desire, you clean and then you rest. You clean and then you rest, but you're in this nesting period because the birth it's an impending time. The birth of this child is impending. And what I'm putting forward to you is this, that the birth of your child, spiritual child, the birth of your purpose, the birth of your gifts, the birth of the next phase of your life is impending. It is drawing nigh. It is getting close. And so if you've been feeling like, oh my God, I got to get all this stuff done. Hey, Trine, how are you? Everybody, please also go check out my wonderful Trine Chandarai's astrology coach. Thank you. She's fabulous. But you feel like it's about to happen because your body knows, the woman's body knows that it is about time for her to not only rest up but prepare for this impending birth. Thank you so much for the love, Cheryl. So, if you've been running around doing that, if you've been feeling like you've got to complete these tasks because your purpose, because the next phase, because the next stage is about to be birthed, you're in the right space. If you're on this edge of your seat, like, I know there's something more, but I just can't put my finger on it. And maybe some of you have put your fingers on it, and that's great. Maybe some of y'all know, and that's fabulous. That's what I want. Okay? That's what I want. But if you're on this precipice and you just know that you know that you know, but then all these different obstacles come into play. You're feeling like at every turn you're taking one step, two steps forward, and you're taking another 3 steps back. That's okay because you're not quite ready for the birth yet. You didn't quite get that crib put together correctly yet. You still got to get the rocking chair to put into the nursery. Maybe you want a few other outfits for the baby. Maybe you need a few more bottles and this and that. Okay, it's not quite decorated yet. You've got the basic things here that you need, but maybe the decorations aren't quite on the wall. This is where we're at right now, in this odd little space where we're right here almost ready to take off. And yet, we know we're not quite ready. And so perhaps some of you all are a little scared because of that. You're a little petrified. You're a little nervous. You're second guessing yourself. Well, let this new moon be the time that you set the intention that we're no longer second guessing ourselves. And let me show you why. Now, over here, Neptune in Pisces is in retrograde in opposition, right? Pisces opposes Virgo. They're opposing signs. mutable earth in Virgo, mutable water in Pisces. Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the 12th house karma. Pisces is the area, the space for illusion. Pisces is the space for the way out there Neptunian thought processes. They'll take a trip way out to Neptune and then they'll dive way deep into the sea. There's a lot of things a Pisces can't see, or they sense all of these things, and sometimes their illusions and their dreams and their aspirations are so lofty the naked eye and the naked third dimensional mind cannot comprehend it because of its depth. We talked about this, I think, during our readings for September mid-month, how Piscean, you look down into the sea and you can only see about maybe this far down, and then all of a sudden it's black, you can't see any further. There's only so far the light is going to penetrate beneath the surface of the sea, and yet there's all this life going on that you wouldn't even have any idea about. And when, if you can see a little bit, when it does kind of come to the surface a little bit, it's a weird illusion, right? Because you're looking at it through water. You're looking at it through a looking glass. You can't quite get it into focus because it's wavy and it's not, you can't hold on to it. It's water. Well, Neptune and Pisces at home, it loves to be there. This is home, and it only gets there once a generation. It takes a long time for Neptune to get around the sun. So it hangs out there for a long time. But while Neptune is in retrograde, it allows a lifting of the veil a little bit. I always look at retrogrades as a time for pause, rewind, and reset. It's a review time. Now, there are some other things that can be said about a retrograde. However, I look at it that way. Now, the retrograded Neptune in Pisces is giving you an opportunity to do a couple of things. Rethink your dreams a little bit, review them, and it's also giving us a time to renew them. It's also giving us a time to say, you know what, everybody else thought that I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but God dang it, I believe in it. I believe I can fly, right? So if you believe you can fly, you believe you can touch the sky, well, go ahead on and fly, okay? My point is that it's bringing us out and giving us just that extra little bit of focus, especially when it's a new moon. So this is an opposition. So this oppositions are a call to action. It's a rub, especially a square. But to me, an opposition allows you to look at the other side of the coin and look at some aspects of something maybe you didn't look at before. And I always say that the new moon gives us an opportunity to look at it kind of devoid from the emotion. Because the moon, there is no emotion reflecting back to us. There is only us, only our internal sun, only our solar plexus chakra, only who we are at our core, right? Core training, who we are at our solar plexus core. That's what's shining through, and it's shining through magnificently. There is no moon mirror to shine back on us and say, well, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure. How do I feel about it? No, this is a very logical moment. This is the time where you can see very clearly, review that. Now, the other thing that I want to call to your attention throughout this process here, okay, throughout this process, is we have Neptune in retrograde that is trining the big boys up here. Neptune in retrograde is trining them big boys. Saturn in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde, and thank God Jupiter went direct. All in Capricorn. We have our foundation, our control, our structures, the governance, who things and ideas and entities and people, groups of people that have governed over us, and time, the great controller, time, along with Pluto, the transformer, another area of control. Thank you so much, Trine. The transformer, the other area of control, the phoenix that rises, and the one that investigates everything. Trust and but verify. Pluto is acting as that CSI, the NCIS, the FBI, the KGB, the MI6. It is the great investigator, along with Jupiter, who does not like to be in Capricorn because it's very constraining. But I'm going to ask you to tap into that Jupiter constraint within Capricorn to hone in on your true purpose, true desires, and true plans. We got all these big ideas everywhere, everybody, and we've had all these things that have come to us, and this energy and this emotion and this ideas and da 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 expand, expand. We know we want to expand. We know we don't want to be controlled. We know we don't want to have to maybe clock in on that 9 to 5, or we know we want a different 9 to 5. We know we want to do a different career, or we want to, I don't know, maybe you want to be on YouTube. I don't know, but you want to do something more, and you know you're called to do something more, and yet you feel so constrained. This is why, but I'm going to ask you to switch this from being I'm constrained and confined to I will find freedom in structure. Somebody needs to say freedom in structure. Because believe it or not, the freedom does not come in the chaos, but the freedom comes in the structure. I want you to let that sink in. The freedom does not come in the chaos. The freedom comes in the structure. Why? Because now you have a plan. Now you have a path. Now you have a track to run on. So coming up with your structural plans and the track that you will run on to get from point A to point B to point C and beyond on a long-term basis. Capricorn, long-term goals. Saturn, long-term goals. Pluto, long-term goals. Jupiter, long term. These are the outer planets. These are long term. These are not personal, hit it and quit it planets. Okay. Now that's your Mercury's, your Venuses, and your Mars. That's a hit it and quit it. Like, I'm not trying to marry you. I'm just here for one night, maybe. And if I like it, maybe two. I'm just saying I may or may not know anything about that. But my point is this. These are the Marian kind that we're dealing with. This is the long-term structure. If this cat, but the long-term structure, so this is what we're laying down right now. And this long-term structure and our plan for the future is what's rolling around in our sacral chakra. It's what's rolling around in our belly, and it is about ready to be birthed. And a lot of us don't feel like we're ready. And where I get that from is this here. You have right here the trine between the new moon and all of the long-term plan and long-term structure. Baby, I really can't. Not tonight. Let me go. The long-term goal and the long-term structure planets. While in Virgo. So this is our intention. This is our intention. We are needing to set our intentions during this new moon cycle that we will become laser focused on the long-term goals structures, that we will break free from limiting beliefs that have been wasting our time. Saturn is also called Chronos. It is father time. It is father time, and father time for a little bit now has stood still darn near. Saturn will be going direct, I believe, October the 4th. Please, astrology heads, correct me if I'm wrong. Father Time is not hitting pause, stop, rewind for us for very much longer. Father Time is giving us a moment right now to release limiting beliefs so that when he moves into his second home of Aquarius and then restructures on a global scale how we interact with one another, the technology and all that goes along with it, also spiritual beliefs, because we're coming out of this age of messianic necessity and coming into a more personal understanding of a more personal and individual accountability and relationship as we're moving from Pisces into Aquarius, the age. The necessity for us to understand ourselves and restructure our relationship with time and relationship with a third dimension. In other words, releasing our limiting beliefs while we're also Pluto transforming those beliefs then into something positive, Jupiter for expansion. And what are we expanding? Those Neptunian, high spiritual, high dimensional dreams, those deep desires that we've had that nobody else, nobody was going to believe in it. Those big, hairy, audacious goals, as we call them. Now, helping all of this out, I don't want to leave Uranus in retrograde and Taurus out. So now we have this trining here. We have this trining here. Here we have a very powerful Earth trine of generational, life-changing, once in a lifetime, once in almost a millennia almost, opportunity to change our daily existence so radically and change our daily interaction with the earth so radically and with the heavens so radically that we break free from all the things that have bound us up and we relate to time in a different way. Time backwards is emit. What are you emitting over time? What are you sending out over time? What are you putting out in the universe over time? Are you ready for the birthing of your purpose? Are you ready to birth, finally, the foundations, not just the foundations, but are you ready to trust the foundational structures that you've been setting up? Put the walls up, paint those darn walls, put your furniture in there, and put the decorations on the wall, because some of you, and I'm going to talk about myself, some of us, honestly, we already got the damn walls up. We got the foundation laid. We got everything ready to go. We've got the dream. We know where we're going. We know how we're supposed to get there. And yet we still are questioning ourselves because we can't decide if we're going to put taupe or tan on the damn wall. Okay? Let it go. What's more important is what energy are you going to emit over time so that you can conquer time, so that you can birth this outside of when other people tell you that you're supposed to actually gain and live and be who you're meant to be. Because too many of us have been told we can't do it, it's never going to work, it's going to take all this time, it's going to take all that time. I'm tired of emitting that energy from now on. Okay? The energy I'm emitting is, it's my time. The energy I'm emitting is, I trust my foundation. I trust what I have learned. I trust my transformation. I trust that when I bust out as a beautiful butterfly and a fiery phoenix, I'm going to win. This is what you should be setting your intentions toward. No longer, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, possibly. No. Win. All right. That was tonight's sermon. I'm going to pass the plate in a minute. I'm just kidding, y'all. All right, let's get that done. We're going to move forward. We're going to get ready to do our moon sign readings here. Our moon sign readings here. Give me just 1 minute. We're going to run a 1-minute promo here, and then we'll be right here to the moon sign readings. Just 1 second. Let me get a little bit of water. Lord have mercy, Jesus, y'all. See, this live thing, I'm not used to being live again no more. I'm just over here talking. I'm talking to myself. Okay, thank you so much, LV. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Okay, what I was saying is, let me just, it didn't matter, whatever else I was saying, whatever it is. These are the oracles we're going to use: the Sacred Destiny Oracle, the Star Seed Oracle, and we're also going to use the Liquid Crystal Oracle. The other thing I was going to say, after the retreat is over, I will be having another card reading class, but it's going to go beyond just tarot, so you guys can kind of get an idea of why I have so many decks. All right, so here we are. Let me see here. You know, I got graphics for y'all. I'm big on these graphics lately, y'all. I'm having fun with the damn graphics. Here we go. You guys ready? Y'all ready? All right, here we are. All right, we're doing our moon sign general readings, and we are going to start with Aries. This is for Aries moon. Aries moon. All right, we're going to pull Sacred Destiny first. What do we have for Aries moon signs? Again, this is for moon. If it happens to resonate with your sun and your rising, that's great. But I'm reading for Aries moons now. Aries moons. What do we have for an Aries moon for this full moon in Virgo? Diligence, Aries moon. Diligence is the first card here. What do I have from the Star Seed Oracle, please, for Aries moon? Aries moon. Whale and orca leaders, share your song. Frequency of sound, diving deep. So Aries moon, diligence, we have to dive deep. And from the Liquid Crystal Oracle, What do we have for Aries moon here? Ruby, spiritual warrior. Ruby is my birthstone, by the way, so I love a good ruby, y'all. This is what I'm hearing for Aries moon. Aries moon, we have to be much more diligent. I say we because I'm an Aries moon. We have to be much more diligent in our spiritual walk. We have to be much more diligent in our spiritual studies, and we have to be much more diligent in our spiritual practice. Okay? Whales and orcas are highly intelligent creatures. Whales and orcas are highly intelligent creatures, as are dolphins. But if we're looking at these whales and orcas, they they operate kind of as an interesting a group loner, if you will, as well. They give each other the space that they need, and yet they come together when they need to as well, right? They give each other the latitude to move, and yet they come together when they need to. And sometimes Aries moons, sometimes depending upon what our sun sign is, it can be a little bit more difficult for us to work with others because we move so fast. Like whales don't swim that fast, right? They don't get around that darn quick. They're pretty big. But they're very deliberate and they always know the direction that they are going. And they're very in tune with their radar, with the right, I call it radar, but they're very in tune with the sonic, with the sonic aura around them. Okay, they sense things and they're highly intelligent. Aries moon, this is our time to war for what it is we want. It's time for us to double down in our intention. It's time for us to double down in our meditation. It's time for us to double down in our work ethic. It's time for us to double down in our diligence. Diligently go after what it is you so desire. Your dreams are right here, but you have to put in the work, and you're going to have to slow down just a little bit to finish off what you have started and not just move so fast. It's not that you're going to make the wrong move, but you got to make the right move at the right time and not the right move at the wrong time. Does that make sense? And some of us, we don't like to finish things. Like we'll start a thing, and if it doesn't all completely work out immediately, then we just like we out of here like deuces. Like we on to the next thing because it's fire, right? It's fire. So that it probably could. That's what I have for Aries moon. We're gonna move them along. These are not gonna be long readings, guys. Taurus moon. Trust me, I have this together today. Oops. Taurus moon. Here we go. Sacred destiny. Can I have a sacred destiny card for a Taurus moon? Taurus moon. You know, Taurus moons, you tend to be very steadfast, right? You're fixed earth, but you can be a little selfish and you can want to luxuriate a little bit too much sometime. Taurus moon, here we go, purification. Sometimes Taurus moons, it's not that you don't work hard, but I think sometimes I feel like a Taurus can sometimes want other people to do some stuff for them a little too much. The Seven Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. And let's get one more for Taurus moon, please, from the Liquid Crystal Oracle. Taurus moon. Taurus moon, please. Taurus moon. Black tourmaline protection. Taurus moon, this is what I'm getting from you. Taurus moon, you've been guarding your heart so much, you've guarded it from yourself. You've been so focused on okay, Taurus moon, I love y'all. There's a self-preservation and a self observation, a self-assuredness, this need to break free that put this area of protection around you, this hedge of protection. You put these walls up. But what happened in the process of that, and it wasn't that you didn't need to protect yourself, but what happened in the process of that is that you put so many walls up that your dreams, the aspirations, some things that were going to kind of got muddied. The waters got muddied, right? The goal, again, like I just said with Aries moon, you were making the right moves or you had the right ideas, but wrong timing. There needs to be this purification process. And it's a purification of thought. It's a purification of integrity to self. Like, don't kid yourself. It's a purification of speech so that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. And if you're in trouble, it's okay to say I'm in trouble. But I think sometimes you need to tell yourself that you're in trouble. And it's a purification of purpose and a purification of the drive. This Seven Sisters card, birthing creations, the tapestry of life. Listen, and expressing, you need to feel a freedom to express who you really are in a very pure form. And the protection here really to me is more about protecting yourself from kidding yourself. Protecting yourself from being so headstrong sometimes that you can't admit that maybe you made a wrong turn. Because now is not the time for that. Now is the time to say, these are the things that I know I'm meant to do. This is my life purpose. This is my life plan. I'm okay with where I'm at right now. Pardon me. Sure, things could be better, but I need to put my energy out here to create the better rather than waiting for someone to create it for me. The birthing process is a very individual thing. When you're pregnant, nobody else can push that baby out for you but you. Hello? Now, I mean, I guess the doctor could come and do a cesarean, but let me put it like this. Nobody can go through labor except for you. You on your own on that one, sister. Now, you might not have made the baby by yourself, right? But you sure gonna give birth to that baby by yourself, okay? So you have to birth your own creation and have a purity of spirit and energy and a purity of integrity, of love, of self, that then becomes a natural protector from people taking advantage, and also a natural protector from your third dimensional self that sometimes wants things given to you and not always ready to go after it fully. Or sometimes for some of y'all is saying, well, woe was me. I know I was supposed to do this. I know I was supposed to do that. Why didn't this work out? Well, you might have been supposed to do the darn thing, but God darn it, you weren't supposed to do it right now. You were supposed to wait. Does that make sense? Deadbeats. Oh my God, I'm not saying deadbeats. Okay? Does that make sense? Purify yourself. Purify your heart. Purify your desires. Purify. Some of you are going to need to do some chakra alignment during this full moon. New moon, excuse me. Some of y'all are going to need to do some chakra alignment before the new moon. And some chakra cleansing. So that you can have a pure intention and truly create it. And while you're creating your new life, protected in that don't go running off at the mouth and telling everybody stuff. You know, I'm always telling y'all don't tell everybody everything. But that's kind of what I'm getting. That it's interesting to me because this black tourmaline, let me look at one more card for you. Give me one more card. Apophyllite and amethyst, humility and astral travel. What is this? What is that saying to me? That's telling me that definitely there's a cleansing of your aura, there's a cleansing of your chakras, there's a cleansing of your heart space, so that you come at this from that space of humility, self-love, da 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 da, right? And not expecting somebody else to always hand something to you on a silver platter. Because I think some of y'all have expected that a little bit. So you gotta hit it the right way without all this what you may feel is owed to you. You know, I don't sugarcoat it, okay, y'all. So I love y'all. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna give it to you straight. Okay, not on the rocks. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Hey Nicole. All right, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Gemini moon, Gemini moon. All right, here we are. Can I get a card for Gemini moon? Yeah, that was heavy for them. Thank y'all for being here. I so appreciate you all. I so appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, Gemini moon, right up your alley. Change. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Hey, to the moon. I'm not a bakery. No, and I'm not Burger King. You cannot have it your way. Let me get it. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Oh, you are not alone. Ooh, isolation, physical connection, and community. Interesting. Ooh, Gemini. What's going on with y'all Gemini moons? Gemini moon, Gemini moon, Gemini moon. Thank you, Nicole. I'm glad I'm back too, Katie. How you doing, honey? We got two, Moldavite and green calcite, letting go. Okay, Moldavite is, I'm so sorry, Star Child. Green calcite is letting go. This is interesting to me. Let me move this over here. Move this right here. Right here. And right. This is very interesting to me. Gemini moon, you're going to have some changes. You're going to have to change up the group that you're with. You're going to have to change up and restructure how you work with the people you're working with, the people that are closest to you, the people that are in your inner circle. If you've been feeling like you're with a group and yet you're isolated, that's because they're really not necessarily all the way for you, first of all. And second of all, you're really not meant to be hanging out with them. That star child, the Moldavite card, I believe is here because that is saying to you, you have a higher purpose and a higher calling. Gemini moon, you might be hanging around with the wrong crowd. You know, you can't fly with the eagles if you're running around with the turkeys, okay? So you may need to isolate yourself so you can focus on higher self. And this one here is letting go, and you're going to have to let go of some of those people that you have kept around you because they're not going to allow they're going to weigh you down too much. You are not going to be able to build your castle. You are not going to be able to build your castle. Why can't you build your castle? Because you're hanging around the peasants. Gemini moon. and you're hanging around peasants that have no desire to be anything except for peasants. Or, I'll be nice, you might be hanging around some dukes and duchesses and some lords and ladies. But those are the far distant cousins to the king and the queen and the crown prince and the crown princess, the heirs to the throne. You can't step up and become the leader and the king and or queen that you are if you're not ready to acknowledge the fact that you got to get away from people that their lot in life is what they're at right now. They ain't looking for no more. And it's simply weighing you down because you want them to win, but they're cool, they're awesome, they're amazing, Gemini, but you cannot take everybody with you, and you cannot motivate everybody to want more because they just simply won't. So if you want to succeed, because I know that you do, you need to let go of the energies that are the ones that are around you that are holding you back, and allow yourself to ascend and move into a different circle so that with people that have maybe already achieved what what you're wanting to achieve, or you're all on the same path upward. You have to elevate who you're with. And the isolation you feel is because they're not jiving with your brain. They're not jiving with your desires. They're not jiving with who you are. All right? That's Gemini moon. That's Gemini moon. When you're running around, that's right. They won't let you vibrate at that higher potential. That's right. All right, here we go. Cancer moon. Cancer moon. Now, I'm only doing moon sign readings for the moon, for the new moon, for Virgo. It's just some observations from spirit as to where you should be focusing your energy. Cancer moon, please, Cancer moon. Ooh. Whoops. Trust. Okay. All right. What do we got? Cancer moon, now from the Star Child Tarot, Tarot deck. Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. Look a little deeper. And then, everybody doing okay out there? Everybody doing all right. Smoky quartz, earth light, Light, earth light, trust. What is this middle one? Star answers, hidden secret, lost wisdom. Cancer moon, look a little deeper. Cancer moon, trust what you are hearing when you hear from your higher self. Trust what you are hearing when you hear from your angels. Trust what you are hearing when you are hearing from your spirit guides. Trust what you are reading. Trust what you are seeing. Thank you so much, Mystical Mind. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you. Trust. Trust. Cancer moons, you have psychic intuitiveness just like us Cancer suns. It's very similarly. You have to trust what you sense. Your sun sign, depending upon what your sun sign is, and depending upon what your rising is, may not really want you, or be like, you might have been conditioned to just kind of let that that little intuitive, I just, I had that feeling, right? Hey, Kiana, how you doing? I had that feeling. I had a feeling, but you didn't trust in it, and so whatever happened, happened, and then you're like, I knew it was going to happen. Spirit is saying you have to trust what you hear and what you see. You have to trust that, for instance, sometimes I'm drawn to certain books, certain websites, certain YouTube channels, and all that jazz. I have to trust that I am guided to it for a reason. I typically find some secret hidden wisdoms. I typically find some information in those books or in that on these videos or whatnot that I'm like, wow, and it'll lead to something else, and it'll lead to something else, and before I know it, I've leveled up in an area that I didn't even think about leveling up in. You have to trust that guidance that you're getting, and that smoky quartz earthlight card tells me that you're going to get that information more from a third dimensional in a third dimensional fashion than typically than normal. So in other words, things are going to just start manifesting for you along your way. Okay, they're going to start manifesting for you. They're going to start showing themselves. Somebody's going to walk up to you, it's Cancer Moon, and they're going to be able to give you some information that's going to help you achieve your dream. So what you need to be setting your intentions towards is that you have access toward in that in inner wisdom, to inner wisdom. You have access to lost secrets that people are going to be put into in your path that are going to give you the keys to the kingdom, and that you trust your intuition and you trust your higher self and you trust Supreme Spirit, you trust God to bring it to you. And you don't need to control the situation. These things are going to come to you and they're going to appear in a more earthly fashion while we're here at this Virgo new moon. Out of nowhere. And your light will begin to shine even brighter. Why? Because your gifts make room for you, because everything is being laid out for you to succeed. But we have to get ready for the birthing. So if you guys missed that whole part, you can rewind it. I did talk about the astrological aspects of this new moon in Virgo. Hey, Valencia. Hey, Deandra. How you doing, honey? Hi, Tanya. All right. All right. That is Cancer Moon. We're trucking right along. Leo Moon. Leo Moon. All right. Leo Moon. Here we go. Sacred Destiny card first. What do we have for Leo Moon? What do we have for Leo Moon, please, tonight? What do we have for Leo Moon? One card for Leo Moon. Illumination. Hey, Melissa. Illumination. Star Child Tarot. Thanks, Sharon. Thank you so much for holding it down. Now that I'll be going live more often, I might need to get some of y'all to be my mods. Wow, Leo, you are not alone as well. You are not alone, and I am here with you. Whoa, hey yo. Sulfur, Leo, physical radiance. Sulfur, physical radiance. Illumination, you are not alone. And sulfur, physical radiance. Leo Moon. Leo Moons. Illumination comes from within and comes from without. Being a Leo moon, your emotions are such that there might be a little bit more of a desire for praise and a desire to please others, a desire to be liked. You're a very fun-loving spirit, but a lot of people don't know how easily you can be injured. Your emotions. Some of you probably wear your emotion on your sleeve. I feel that this new moon, that illumination card, is saying that spirit is going to assist in illuminating your strength within yourself. That your strength is not predicated and gleaned from everyone else around you, whether or not they like you or they don't, or whether or not they show that they like you or they don't, or it's not that's not where it comes from. Your strength comes from within. And some of you have been searching for answers, but you've been searching for moon sign, Leo moon sign, all outside of yourself instead of turning the light on within to find the answers there because it's already been given to you. The energy that you need to set into emotion, energy you need to set into emotion, the energy you're supposed to be emitting over time has already been planted within you. And the problem is that it seems like you've been going from place to place or from group to group, from maybe job to job. I don't know, different things. You've been trying different ways and, been around the world and I can't find my baby, right? Ooh, that was off key. I will hit that again later on. But you've been traveling and you've been searching and you've been looking and you've been wanting to find that tribe and find this group that's going to be like all about it like you and elevated and fun and all this jazz when actually you are your tribe. And if you go within deeper, you're going to now attract your tribe. Physical radiance, you will literally emanate. Sulfur is actually, it stinks when you burn it. Sulfur stinks when you burn it. But sulfur radiates beautiful colors. It's fabulous. And sulfur mixed with other minerals and things like that, fireworks, whatnot, right? You will literally radiate from your very physical being a light that is a beacon for all the world to see. But because you're kind of busy kind of trying to find it within other people and really pleasing other people and probably looking for a little bit too much praise for yourself. Sometimes. I understand that. It's been difficult. So this full new moon, I keep wanting to say full moon, this new moon, turn the light on within yourself because there's not going to be any moon reflection. We talked about at the beginning of this video, the first 30 some minutes of this video, we're talking about the astrology of the new moon. But illuminate the strength that's within you. Remember that you're not actually alone, even if you feel physically alone. You know why you're not alone? Because you have a heavenly host, right? As they say in the church. You have your angels, you have your ancestors, you have your spirit guides, you have spirit itself around you, interacting with you, interacting with your energy at all times. You're never alone, and you didn't have to find physical beings to supplant and supply and fulfill that need. You didn't have to because it was there the whole time. You just needed to tap into it. Okay? You just needed to tap into it. You just needed to find it within yourself. So, this new moon sets your intention to finding that your strength within yourself, turning the light on within, okay? Turning the light on within and hearing from your and purpose that you're going to hear from your angels and your ancestors the direction you're going to go through. And as that energy becomes so real within you, your energy of your purpose becomes so real within you, you will literally radiate. People will look at you and be like, what is different about you? Because the confidence that you're going to radiate and the power that you're going to radiate from deep within is going to be unmistakable and undeniable. All right, Leo? All right. All right, Leo sun. I did your moon already, darling. All right, let's move on to Virgo moon. Virgo moon. Virgo moon. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Hey. Good. I'm glad, dear. Thank you guys so much for being here. I so appreciate it. All right, Virgo moon. We have a love. I got none but love for you, baby. I got none but love for you, baby. Virgo moon, please. Virgo moon. Virgo moon. Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Oh, I can see where this is going already. And Virgo moon. Thanks, Leo sun. Thanks, Frankie. Guys, do check out Leo Sun Tarot, please. I don't know where my Trine ran off to. And the, what is this? The liquid crystal, Tiger's Eye, personal power in action. Personal power in action. Listen, Virgo moon. Virgo moon. Thanks, Nicole. Virgo moon. Love is the energy of creation. Love created the worlds and all that is around it. The frequency of love is the frequency of not only light and wisdom, it is the frequency of manifestation. It is the frequency of recreation. It is the frequency by which atoms and molecules and subatomic particles, well, subatomic particles become atoms, atoms become molecules, molecules become matter. Love can change the world in an instant. This earthed energy, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Some of you Virgo moons feel like, I get it, I understand how this all works, and I understand that there's probably a master plan here, but I really don't want any parts of it. I want my own plan, my own thing, to do my own deal. Good. Because your being in this world yet not of it allows you to elevate yourself, but elevate yourself through love and compassion for humanity. It is okay for you to not truly be in it, in this world, but not of it. In other words, you don't have to vibrate at a lower frequency, at the lower frequency that some of humanity is vibrating at right now. A lot of humanity is. Because if it's not anger, it's fear. If it's not fear, it's greed. If it's not greed, it's envy, jealousy, thirst for power. All of those are not as high of a vibrational set point, a high vibrational level as love. And none of those are going to create anything except for more heartache and pain. So I understand why you don't want anything to do with it. But this personal power in action says to me, you have to put your personal power into action. You have to vibrate at your frequency that you know you're meant to. You have to emit and emote love. You are not constrained by what you see around you and what you have been taught that you can only do. You, my dear Virgo moon, are operating in a vibration of love, which means you can change it in an instant. You just have to desire to do it. Set your intention this new moon in your moon sign, dear Virgo moon. Set your intention to access that personal power. Set your intention to have compassion upon yourself, compassion upon humanity, because that again is a frequency of love. Set your intention to do so, yet breaking free from limiting statements over you. I would be cutting chains and cutting all sorts of things off of me. I'd be busting the spiritual roof off of the building and emitting my frequency of manifestation, my frequency of creation, my frequency of love out there to recreate my life, to create the life that I so desired, to create the life that I am, that I came here, that I incarnated to be. Use that energy of love, right? What did Mariah Carey said? I have a vision of love. And it was more than I could ever see, something like that. Um, take your vision of love and create your world. Okay? Whoops. Manifest your purpose. All right. That's awesome, LV. We're halfway through, y'all. Here we go. Libra moon. Libra moon. All right. Y'all hanging with me tonight, ain't y'all? Y'all hanging with me. Y'all hanging with me. All right. I'll put this out here, but I'm going to put... Oh, I can't put it way over there because y'all ain't going to see it. I did get illumination, but I'm going to leave it in the background. I'm going to acknowledge it. And then I got success. Libra moon, success. How's everybody doing? Y'all see that jumper? Jump way over there. All right. Whew. I went all the way over there for this card for y'all. Weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry, Libra. Wow. I went all around the mulberry bush. You ready for bed? I'm ready for bed too. I gotta get up way too early in the morning. Oh, I don't have to because she ain't got to ride the bus in the morning. Jesus. All right, one more. Libra moon. Libra moon, and let it go. Celestine knowing. So we have success. Let them burdens go. It's not your burden to carry. knowing, and I've got illumination that I am acknowledging. I do feel like Libras, you guys. Okay, so this makes perfect sense now. So we've been talking a lot about this new moon being all about acknowledging and birthing your. I'm sorry, birthing your purpose. Acknowledging and birthing your purpose, acknowledging and birthing the next level, acknowledging and birthing the leveling up. So success is right here. Matter of fact, for some of you, you've hit some success. Libra moons, you've achieved some manner of success, some measure of success. Yes. The problem, though, is you're weighted down by this absolute need, right? Or this, desire, or your emotions are driven by balance. They're driven by collaboration. They're driven by clarity. They're driven by everyone needs to be together and all happy and skippy and da 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 da. Driven by justice. If you feel somebody has had something that's been done to them that is unjust, you've really sought to be sure that you are able, that they need the justice, right? But the problem is you're carrying along too many other people's fights and not fighting on your own. That Celestite, is it, what is this? Celestite, knowing. That Celestite card right there. Celestite. My God, today. That Celestite card, knowing. The problem is that you you know what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to let go. But you don't want to follow that because your heart is saying to you, oh, but they need me. Oh, but that's not fair. Oh, but I want to give them another chance. Oh, but I want them to have the same success I do. Oh, 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 oh. Libra, moon, you're not getting out of this situation, some of these situations, what you're putting into it. In fact, you're carrying the whole group. Libra moon. Some of you are carrying the whole group. It's like there's this group project you're doing, and there's 5 of y'all, and it's only you doing the group work. That's that 80-20 rule. 20% of the people are going to do 80% of the work. Literally. Okay? But it's not your job to pull them along. I see this as a theme. Gemini, stop. Um, this is a consistent theme. This must be part of the collective message. We can't take everybody with us on the journey. Not everybody is going to find the success. Not everybody is going to be able to be a part of our dream. Not everybody is going to be able to go along for the ride at the end of it all. So it's not your burden. Stop carrying it. You know what you're supposed to do and who you're supposed to do it with. And I think that this illumination card was here because don't stop fighting it when spirit shows you who is supposed to be in your camp and who you just supposed to, you know, who were you supposed to keep after training camp and who were you supposed to put on waivers and let them go to another team. Let me do this because this here cat, she finna piss me clean off. And then both of us, oops, come here. You go right here. 'Cause she clearly, whatever. Did you hear her? She mad as all get out too. She is pissed 'cause I just put her over there. Anyway, did y'all catch that Libra moon? Ooh, when I chop this up later. She is such a Gemini. She's always breaking the rules. This new moon been hard on her. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio moon. All righty, Scorpio moon. She is mad as all get out. Now you know what she's gonna do. She's gonna go upstairs and start knocking stuff down off my counters. That's what she's gonna do. In a little while, you're gonna start hearing things. Oh no, she came back already. Scorpio moon. I'm tired of my cat. Freedom. Scorpio, freedom. Freedom. Scorpio, freedom. You're welcome, Ceresia. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Hey, Julia La Rosa. How are you? Deep cellular healing. Now, this is Scorpio. Freedom and deep cellular healing. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Scorpio moon. Scorpio. Nope. Hey, Virg. My other cat's down here now. Howlite, spiritual beginning. Oh, wow, Scorpio. Scorpio moon. You remember we were talking about earlier, those of you who were with me earlier, we were talking about the astrology of the new moon. And I was saying that there's freedom in structure. The chaos is not where you find the freedom. You find the freedom in the structure. Scorpio moon. Your freedom is being set free from all these things that have bound you up as far as healing. For some of you, it's going to even be a physical healing that you're going to begin to be able to see manifest in your life. Others of you, it is spiritual and energetic, and a lot of times the spiritual energetic healing then manifests itself physically. Okay, that's one of the things we're going to talk about during my during the virtual retreat and being a spiritual healer, is that energetic healing then translates into spiritual healing. I mean, physical healing. Your freedom, finally being able to break free from the energetic traumas and injuries that have plagued you. And for some of you, you're just realizing, Scorpio moons, the depth of it and that it's actually there. Like you've just kind of taken it for what it was worth at the time. Some of you have not necessarily identified it as a result of some sort of spiritual trauma. However, you're beginning to understand that it is, and you're seeing it play out in your life. And you don't want to be bound by that any longer, right? Your moon is like your emotions are always running in this transformative mode. Like you're not maybe Optimus Prime because that would be a Scorpio sun. But maybe like a Bumblebee or something, like one of the other Transformers. You guys name some Transformers. Some of y'all might know some. Anyway, this is who you are. You want to transform. Your energy, your emotion is always seeking to change, help other people change, transform. Like you need to do that, but you need to understand the depths of where someone is at or where you are at so that you can truly transform in an authentic way. but there's been areas you've not been able to transform in and then break free in the rest of your life in because you've yet to identify it fully. So this is the time, this new moon for you, I would say, that I would set my intentions towards spiritual healing so that I can have a true spiritual rebirth or birthing. That howlite for spiritual beginnings. Now, if you are a meditator, howlite is a fabulous stone to keep around for meditation for ascension purposes, and it really is a great activator. So I'm going to implore you to tap into and set your intention to that new beginning, that spiritual rebirth, and allowing the injury to die, to heal, right? Allow it to kind of scab over and then die and heal so that you can be reborn in a whole fashion. You know, and again, some of you are going to actually begin to feel physically better as you break free from the emotional scars that are there that you're finally ready to face and you're finally ready to heal. It's going to give you that leveling up that we're all ascending towards and we're all looking towards and looking for. Okay? So that's Scorpio moon. Scorpio moon. Oh, Sharon, we need to set up some time, honey. Next time, Nicole, we'll have another one. All right, Sagittarius moon. Sagittarius moon. All right, Sag moon. Coming down the home stretch. 4 more to go. You guys are troopers. Sag moon. Ooh, Sag moon focus. Oh, I can't. Sag moon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just the messenger. Oh, you out of here? All right, honey. Thank you, Leo Sun, for coming. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to check out his channel. Leo Santero, child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you, Sag Moon. That's beautiful. Ooh. Chrysocolla, silence. Oh, wow, from the liquid crystal. Sag Moon, during this time, during this new moon, when you do your new moon meditations, when you create your crystal grids, which we'll do maybe tomorrow or on the 17th, when you create your crystal grids, when you do your new moon meditation, set your intention on quieting the third dimensional realm, quieting your third dimensional mind. Set your intention to unlocking the deep mysteries that reside within you. Set your intention to taking your bow and your arrow and shooting that arrow of desire and shooting that arrow of manifestation far, far, far up high, beyond where your mind can possibly conceive of, and put your focus in on things that are outside of this realm and not your own third dimensional capabilities. Your third dimensional capabilities, while you believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can do anything, and that's very true. But there's also the twinge of, I'm not sure, is that really going to work? Are they really going to like me? Are they going to like it? There's still that uncertainty there because it's only in the third dimensional realm. You possess the infinite knowledge and wisdom and intelligence of the cosmos within you. The intelligence, this is with all of us, but I'm speaking directly to the Sagittarius moons. The intelligence of the cosmos resides in every atom within our being. Within every subatomic particle that is within us, the intelligence of the cosmos resides. What do I mean by that? The very same energy that it took to create that subatomic particle is the very same energy that it took to create the internet. It is the very same energy that it took to create your modem. It is the very same energy that it took to create the servers and the switches that are sending this signal out across the internet. It created the sun and the moon and the stars and the planets themselves and the galaxies, the infinite galaxies, just like it created every subatomic particle that resides within your very being, or here in this table. Which means that the mysteries of life and the mysteries of creation and the mysteries of manifestation all reside within you. The mysteries of material and materialization all ride within you. The reason why that silence card is here, though, is because you've been listening to the outside noise too much and not quieting yourself long enough to hear from spirit. And understand that hearing from spirit is not always hearing from above, but a good portion of the time it's hearing from within your own energetic field and your own aura, because again, the intelligence of the cosmos is contained within every subatomic particle in your being. That energy is there, and it's vibrating and it's emanating at all times. So set your intentions to tapping into that energy, right? To build upon the foundation that's already been there, so that you can bring the dreams and purposes and things like that into focus. Okay? All right, Sag moons. Hi, Anna. How are you? Glad you caught me live. Hey, Wardwell's World. Oh, honey, it's been a long day. I know. All right, Cap Moon. Thanks, LV. LV, did you get a chance to register for the retreat? There's a number of you that have registered for the retreat that are in here. Cap Moon. Ooh, security. Security. Cap Moon. Okay, good. I wasn't sure because I don't know everybody's like I don't know your email from your screen name, you know what I mean? You're not for everyone, Cat Moon. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Okay, awesome. Very good. Nicole, you never know what might come up. You might be able to make it, baby. What y'all doing over there? Now the sister's in here playing. I should just leave and be. Virgo's in here too. I wish y'all could see her. I'm so excited. I'm putting in the order for everybody's bowls and everything and tomorrow. So Cat Moon. Cat Moon. Super excited. Malachite clearing. Hey, Jeanette. Security. You're not for everyone. And clearing. Um, Sharon, can you answer that question for Jeanette for me? Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Um, Thanks, dear. Cat Moon. Boy, you need security and everything, don't you? You need security, you need surety. You need security and you need surety. But remember that sometimes you got to come outside of that security blanket and that comfort zone. You're not everybody's cup of tea. You're a sweet delicacy, a unique being. Maybe sometimes a little quirky, maybe sometimes a little rough around the edges, and maybe sometimes kind of harsh and practical. But you mean well and you love hard, and you're highly protective, and you just want everyone to succeed and to make it. The clearing. The clearing card, this is this malachite? Yeah. So malachite is a powerful heart chakra clearing and cleansing and strengthening stone. In fact, I have her. I have a beautiful malachite right here. Very strong, powerful energy. Don't bring your tail over here. Um, you have to clear your heart to make room for the new. It feels good to have all this stuff around you. This is all energy that you've always known and come to know and love and all of that good stuff, right? And that's where you'll find your security, because if you continue to emit and utilize your energy in the same way that you've done it all this time, it's safe. It's safe because you know what the reaction is going to be. Even if you're not fitting into the group that you're with, you still know what their reaction will be. But what you don't know is what's on the other side. Hmm? You see what's on the other side. If you can clear your heart, clear your space of this need to remain secure in your spot and never venture out for fear that others won't really be able to take you. If you can clear your heart of that energy and open your heart to the possibility that there might be another set of quirky, oddball, unique, beautiful ones somewhere else that's going to love on you no matter what, and that will help you elevate to your next level, then you can reach it. Hey, MLG, how are you? Marilyn, how's it going, darling? Sonia, hello. Right? You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. You're not for everyone. The great ones never are. The avant-garde, the way makers, the ones that break through. Really? The ones that break through and make a new way, the ones that songs are sung about and books are written of. But you got to clear your heart of the clutter that is your security blanket, because it's comfy in here and cozy. Now, for the new moon, set your intentions to clearing the heart, even though it might feel like it could be potentially painful. What's on the other side, again, is so beautiful and healing and touching and wonderful. That. That's Virgo. Um, that it's actually going to be freeing, and it's actually going to give you more security and more surety because it's true to you. Sometimes we can't always be super practical in every choice that we make. Sometimes we got to take a risk and a chance. But if you clear your heart of the clutter that's weighing you down now, what can come in is strength and power and might and a light that is actually stronger, even though it doesn't appear to be, than what you already have right now. All right. All right. We're really down the home stretch. 2 more to go. You guys are amazing. You stayed with me all this time. Aquarius moon. Aquarius moon. Let me just get a little coffee, y'all. All right. Aquarius moon. Aquarius moon. Thanks, guys, for being here. I so appreciate you. Ooh, Aquarius moon. Opportunity. Yes. Come through, opportunity. Come through, opportunity. Thank you, Miss Marilyn. Come through. Come through, opportunity. Ooh, fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. Fall into my arms. Ooh, are you going to be asked to surrender to the process? Aquarius moon, you not going to like me after this. You not going to like me after this. I love doing this, Mystical. Absolutely love doing it. Y'all Aquarius moon's going to be like, girl, stop talking to me. I'm not trying to hear you right now. Hold on. Past life embrace, petrified wood. Let me get one more, please. Wow, and astral travel. Y'all might need a little tarot. Opportunity. What is this one? Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life, is the opportunity in embracing the past life. Wow. Okay, Aquarians, this is the thing. The opportunity that is set before you is an opportunity for some karmic clearing, as I'm hearing it. Some of you may do a past life, almost a past life regression, but not quite, where you're taken on a journey through your past life experiences to clear the karma. Some of you are going to accomplish this through astral travel. Some of you are going to discover astral travel now. Um, I do have a Merkaba activation series. I apologize, guys. It's late. Um, when that card says hold the opposites, or you're holding the opposites, you've got 1 foot here and 1 foot here. You're like, how can I be this fantastical higher being? How can I have this beautiful lifestyle? How can I achieve these wonderful goals and dreams and desires? But I have done all these horrible things, or I feel like I've done these horrible things, or because of I've had Akashic record readings or past life regressions, or I just feel like I've done some things in my past and that there's a karma that needs to be cleared. So how can I deserve this? How can I get to this Aquarius moon? But then also it's irritating in a lot of ways because you're not really ready to admit that there could have been some inconsistencies previously, or it's hard for you to kind of like allow it to really come through. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like hard for you to allow yourself to admit to it because of the feeling and the need to be um correct, and you got to have the correct thing. This was logical, of course. This was fine, this is practical, it made sense, and this was my way. I did it my way, and I'm not going to apologize for it. The opportunity is in both acknowledging that there may have been a poor choice along the way, taking accountability for said poor choice in a realistic fashion while not beating yourself up. The opportunity here is to clear to clear karma so that you can then get, what is it, dharma, that you can then build anew and build atop of what has already been put down, the foundation. Do you hear what I'm saying? The opportunity here is for you to surrender yourself, your third dimensional reality, this concept of this your life in the matrix in a way, because this isn't really reality, right? It's our higher being, our eternal self. That's reality. This has all been created. It's either one person's dream and we're all living in their world, or we're all having separate dreams with separate consciousnesses, and we're interacting in this really cool role play kind of avatar game. Okay, but this isn't real. Like, not true reality. True reality is outside of the third dimensional realm. This is a construct. You have the ability to trust the fact that this is a construct and fall into spirit's arms and fall into your own arms and not hold on so tightly to this need to resolve this duality and be right. Right? It's not always a need to be right. In releasing the need to be right, you're going to be able to clear your karma. And that's really honestly for Pete's sake, that's like seriously. So embrace the past life. Like, you got to do that. Because there's good things in the past life, but there's karmic things that needs to be removed as well. And again, some of you are going to, for the first time ever, like astral travel. Some of you are going to want to learn how to astral travel. Some of you may actually astral travel, like not even so much consciously doing it, but probably in your sleep. Just so you can visit some of these places and spaces and energies and then bring that information forward so you can clear it. All right. How do we surrender? You find that space of surrender when you can say, I don't have all the answers. And I don't know why things have not worked out for me. And I don't know why. So the intention then for you for this new moon is to is that you are intentionally clearing karma, but you are intentionally um, surrendering yourself to the process, that you are intentionally allowing your spirit to guide your third dimensional being in such a real way and true way that you're being guided by light and not guided by knowledge. That's third dimension. You're being guided by wisdom and not by knowledge. You trust the process. So really it is just kind of like this act of um, releasing yourself from being bound to having to fix a memory or fix a problem or fix a thing. Because when you're like clearing karma out, it might be apologizing to somebody. It might be that maybe you were like not such a nice person to like women in your past life, and so now you came back as a woman. And it might be just a realization of, wow, these are some things that I did, and I understand that it's like, wow, this is what the reality for being a woman is. Something along those lines. All right, here we go. Last but not least, yes, going back to basics. All right, here we go. Pisces moon. Pisces moon. Yes, limitless layers. Yes, exactly, Sharon. That's beautiful. All right, Pisces moon. Let's pull a sacred destiny card. Nicole, you hung into the end, didn't you? Protection. But Nicole hung into the end. She's like, I am waiting on this Pisces moon. Not going nowhere. Pisces moon. Ooh, you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, ooh, boundaries. What's going on with you, Pisces moon? Are you hanging on to some codependent people? Are you being codependent? Pisces moon. Charoite. Charoite. Individualization. Holy crap, Pisces moon. Oh my god. Okay, listen. This ain't for everybody. This is the general reading, all right? General. So if the shoe don't fit, don't try to put it on, Cinderella. Um, Protection. This whole "you've got the love" has more to do with It's a lot to do with some codependencies and not giving up not putting up proper boundaries, and then individualization. So Pisces moon, either you have people that are latching onto you, and you've become so used to being their lifeline that it's really an icky kind of, you know what I'm saying, a situation, or you're latching on to other people. And you might be doing it unknowingly. This could be almost like an empath narcissist kind of situation where you ended up getting wrapped up into it. You could be in like a toxic energy at work. You could be a toxic energy in a toxic energy at school. But you are like somehow intertwined and intertangled in this, and you're not sure where you end and these other energies begin. Okay? Um, Okay, that's good, Nicole. So this might not be totally for you. So that's okay. So some Pisces, you got this intertwining energy. It doesn't necessarily, though, have to be an individual. You could be being codependent upon a thought, a concept, a construct, a belief system where you're not being allowed to be your own individual beautiful self. Okay? Where you're not being allowed to be your own individual self. The reason that protection card is there, and I like that protection card because that's a big, gigantic, what is that, an oak tree? That's a big, beautiful oak tree. That oak tree grew from a tiny little acorn, and over the years and through the times and millennia and hundreds of years and decades and all this, it weathered the storms. It weathered the winds, it weathered the rains, potentially the snow, we don't know, scorching summers, and deathly cold winters. And yet, it's still standing. Because as an individual oak tree, it has a deep and wide system of roots under the ground, and it reaches far and spreads wide and high up to the sky to get nourishment from the sun and from the rain. And the winds cool it off just as much as they try to take a branch off. But the trunk, its core, is strong. So it can offer protection to others, to birds, can offer protection from the sun. It can even probably offer protection from the rain with those huge, beautiful branches filled with leaves. And yet, it remains its own individual entity that does not become intertwined in other people's ish. So you may be intertwined, or, our new favorite word sometimes is entangled. You could be in an entanglement of some sort, be it personal relationship, business, career, what, somehow, could be something. But what I'm hearing Spirit say is remain that individual so that you can offer protection, not even so much for yourself or to yourself, but you are, by being an individual, protecting yourself. But you are also offering protection to others. Yeah? Without sacrificing and becoming codependent and allowing others to be codependent upon you in any relationship. You can have a codependent friend, you can have a codependent coworker, you can have a codependent auntie, you can have a codependent uncle. It does not matter. It doesn't only have to be an individual, that you're in a romantic relationship with. So, my point to this is that you are strong enough to offer protection to the world and yet remain individual, and you have to remain that rugged individual so you can continue to grow, so you can offer protection and health and healing and a safe space for more people, Pisces moon. So you, Pisces moon, are actually in direct opposition to the Virgo new moon. So what I'm going to ask you to do in this time, right, this new moon, is set your intentions to being that very strong individual, and to getting, this is purple, right, which is like crown chakra, crown slash third eye chakra, getting the set your intentions to you getting the higher revelation, right, of who you're meant to be in this space of healing, protection, making people whole or helping people become whole, things of that nature, right? Are you as an individual, and what are your next steps to growing in your purpose and in your plan, in that soul contract you came here to fulfill? Who are you, and where do you go from here as that individual, and strengthening your core, your trunk, while also broadening your leaves and strengthening your roots so that you remain stable and don't become overwhelmed with everything as it comes. Hi, Bubbles. All right. Whew. Y'all, we got through it. Lisa did that in the topic. Yes, I did that topic, honey, that entanglement topic, baby. Wow, we made it on through, didn't we, y'all? All 12 of the moon signs tonight. And then we did discuss the astrological aspects of the new moon in Virgo. All right, guys. Hey, thank you guys so much. Um, Thanks so much. I really enjoyed being with y'all. So we're doing, I'm going to get my astrology off once a week. I might do this kind of thing once a week. We'll talk about astrology once a week. I am planning on interviewing some people, bringing new people on to kind of like an interview, like talk show Q&A thing. Um, just so we can all talk to and interact with others in this space, um, and just so you can hear how they got to where they're at, how did they grow. So I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, and I don't know what day of the during week we're going to do it on, but we're going to do our tarot on Sundays, probably once a week. We're going to do astrology once a week. We're going to do that, the interview once a week, and I'm not sure what else we're going to do, but we're going to go live 3 to 4 times a week. So it's either going to be Friday, Saturday, or Sundays. We're going to be doing the interview sessions. Okay. All right. Well, I just want to let you guys know what was doing. Oh yes, Nicole. Mm. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Now, hey, don't forget. You guys go to heartofinspiration.net to register for that virtual treat. Again, we are 45% at capacity already with my registrations. And I don't know if I got any while I was on here. So before this broadcast, we were at 45% capacity. So that limited space is filling up fast. Limited space is filling up fast. So register at heartofinspiration.net. And then I'll shoot you an invoice, and you put down $50 right now and pay the rest off later, and you will then secure your space. All right. We will get together again. I'll probably be doing some members only live reads here within the next day or two. We'll get together for that. And yeah, I'm enjoying going live. I missed y'all so much. So thanks again. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye, guys.